Are you ready, Jim?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing a presentation on Graham Greene in a couple of weeks' time, and I wanted to talk about two particular novels that he wrote. What we might call his Catholic phase, Brighton Rock, The Heart of the Matter. And certainly in Brighton Rock, there is a dichotomy between good and evil on the one hand, but there's also a dichotomy between right and wrong. The question is, which is on the higher plane? Because that which is occupied by good and evil is that of Pinky and Rose. Notice the colour coordinates. But Pinky is, if you like, evil, and Rose is good. Yet good loves evil. Yet both feel they are on a higher spiritual plane. But what does she see, Rose that is, in Pinky? He is, after all, a villain, a murderer. He is a psychopath, full of anxiety and terrors within, but which no one knows. He plans to kill Rose, or rather have Rose kill herself in order that she will not testify against him because he does not trust her, even though he has put her in a position where she marries him. But perhaps Pinky would have been different had the cards that were dealt to him been a better hand. After all, we all know villains who have great ideals, but their ideals turn to iniquities, their virtues into vices. Pinky, had the cards been different, he would surely have been a priest. He would have clutched his rosary. After all, he was a choir boy and a Catholic after all. That's why he occupies this higher spiritual plane. But it just goes to show that corruptio optimi pessima, the best is the worst. The corruption of the best is the worst. And that seems to be a subliminal message in Brighton Rock. This person here, whose name momentarily escapes me, represents right as opposed to wrong. She sees things on a horizontal, yes, that's right, Ida. But she represents the glitz and glamour of Brighton. She represents materialism, easy virtue, good time girl, yet she is commonsensical. And like a fury, she pursues Pinky, the representative of evil and villainy in Brighton, to his ultimate end and destruction. And in her efforts to save Rose from herself, who is prepared to be damned with Pinky rather than betray him. And so Pinky finds himself at the end of the line. His great ambitions as a teenage criminal come to an end in the waters of the Channel. But he'd always cherished this belief that between the stirrup and the ground, salvation is to be found, because he is or was, after all, a Catholic. Is he damned or is he not? But for Greene, the sinner is at the heart of Christianity, not the saint. The sinner is the all-important person. And it is with these people that Greene's work deals with. And so, in this other novel, which is The Heart of the Matter, he deals with an entirely different character, a policeman in war-torn Sierra Leone. A policeman, a military policeman, an intelligence officer. Notice that he didn't have a gun in the book, but anyway, best I could find. And he is a man, upright man, full of integrity. People trust him, but perhaps he's too good to be true. He has this problem with a wife on the one hand, a mistress on the other. But it's not as you think. He's not a lustful man. He has this sense of pity. It's a loveless marriage, but he cannot he cannot bear to see his wife in pain, in sorrow. So what can he do? After compromising his integrity through various episodes, leading to the unfortunate death of his servant, who had been with him all his days, he resorts to suicide. Again, not unlike Rose, who's willing to put the revolver to her head at Pinky's request in order that she will not betray him, because he had promised a suicide pact. But here, this is Scobie, the man's name, his way out. And Greene, let's culminate by saying that for Greene, there is the mercy of God is something very strange and appalling. And that's all I have to say.